morning, my friends, and welcome to a daily dose of inspiration. There's a story told about two shoe salesmen that are visiting an island where they come there to sell shoes, and they discover that no one wears shoes on this island. One of them writes back to his home office, "This is a waste of time, no one wears shoes, I'm coming back home." The other one writes, "No one wears shoes, the market is wide open, send me all your stock." And it's really a reminder, this story is a reminder that much of life is about perspective. It's about choosing to see the good and the opportunities and the blessings in every situation. There is no question that the current pandemic is a great challenge. There's a lot of human suffering, a lot of difficulties, a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, but there are also opportunities. It is interesting that Kabbalah says that when God created the world, He created the world in such a way where He first created a total void. And from that void and nothingness, He created the world. And the idea being is that when you need to create something brand new, something completely different from the past, it has to be preceded by a complete stop, a complete void of everything that's existed in the past. Sometimes when you need to get to a new place in life, it can't just evolve from where you are. One has to completely stop. One has to completely end everything that has been to create something brand new. We find this sometimes in life when people are dealing with addiction, that they have to hit rock bottom. Everything from the past has to break in a sense to create a new life, to create something new, to create something different. And this is also what we read about in this week's Torah reading. Today, as we read the Torah, we read about ancient leprosy, where someone might have become considered impure. They received some kind of spiritual malady that made them impure. And the Torah says that they needed to go into quarantine. It's actually the only place we read about quarantine in the Torah. The idea of the quarantine is that this was an individual that needed to start a new life. And in order to do so, they had to stop everything in their life up to that point, go out of the town, be in quarantine, in order to begin something brand new. And in many ways, not that we have chosen our situation, but the situation we're in is one in which many of our lives have been interrupted. Many of our lives and many things in society have come to a halt, come to a stop, and there's an opportunity to create something new. And we really have to reflect and think about what we want to create anew in our lives, for us as individuals, for us as families, as a community, and as a society. Again, this void, this cessation, this quarantine is an opportunity to create a whole new paradigm, a whole new reality. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining.